Hello and welcome to another episode of our Tulsa City County Library Virtual Renaissance Fair for our Summer Reading Program 2020. I am Miss Tori from the Glencoe Library, and today I am talking to a jewelry maker, Mecca. Mecca, hello.
Hello, Tori.
So you specifically do wire jewelry, yeah? How long have you been doing that?
So I do wire wrapping and beadwork, and I've been doing the beadwork for about almost 20 years at this point. I've been doing the wire wrapping for about 15.
Well, which do you enjoy more?
I like them both. I don't really have a favorite. It depends on the day and the project I'm working on.
They kind of go well together, though.
They do, and you can see I've got a few examples where a lot of what I do is a combination of both. Because I'll do the wire wrapping for the focal point, which is typically that pendant piece, and then I'll do a beaded chain to go with that.
How did you get started?
I've always enjoyed doing crafts and artwork and that sort of thing, and growing up we really didn't watch much TV. So while I love to read, you get to a point where you really want to do something more.
And you said that you like the custom aspect of it. Do you want to tell us more about that?
So by custom aspect, I mean being able to sit down with someone and have them pick out a stone to wire wrap, or say that they are wanting to have a specific piece to go with a certain outfit, or they're looking for a certain stone or a certain set of colors that they need to work with. It's very exciting for me to be able to have someone come in with a very vague idea of what they want, saying, I like purple, which that's a huge variety of things that we could do when you say that you just want something that is in a specific color, because we can go with different textures, different stones, different materials, different styles. There's so many different ways to elaborate on a single concept such as a color. And being able to take that and say, okay, you like purple, so do you want a light purple or a dark purple? Do you want something that is just, you want just a pendant, or do you want a full necklace? Some of the best parts of this is being able to create something that is an heirloom, or something that you know that they and their family will treasure for a very long time. And so part of my favorite part of the custom aspect, and one of the things that I do, is we do a lot of family trees, where I have a handful of different charms, and I can also freehand the tree like I've done here. And then we put in a family's set of birthstones, so that matches their family, so that is pertinent to that family specifically, which means a lot to mom or grandma, or to the various other family members. And so that's a lot of fun for me to be able to customize something that specific.
Now, you're also going to do a little demonstration for us. Next question, where do you get your supplies, particularly, and I'm speaking as a rock collector, the cool rocks? Where do you get all of those things?
So having been doing this for as long as I have a lot of different sources. For the supply itself, just for the beading supplies, typically I'll go to Michael's to get some of the beadwork. Some of the beads, if I see certain things that I'm not in particular, I get a large variety from there. I also go to a lot of bead shows and Gem and Mineral Society shows. There's almost always a bead dealer at those shows, and that's where I get a lot of my stone and a lot of the different stones and materials that I use for pieces. Fire Mountain Gem is an amazing website that I use. I also have a large number of friends who are rock collectors, as well as jewelry makers themselves and lapidary artists. They'll go to different shows around the country, they'll go to different places, and they'll bring me back a little goodie bag of stuff that they just found while they were out and about. And that's one of the fun things about having done this for so long, is I've been incredibly gifted by my friends.
How long have you been involved in the Oklahoma Renaissance Fair?
I have been doing my work out at the Renaissance Fair for about 8 years.
Are you involved in any other shows or Ren fairs?
My husband, who's one of the blacksmiths, he and I both do several shows throughout the year. Primarily, the Muskogee Renaissance Fair is our primary show, but we also do the Tulsa Scottish Festival, Scott Fest, which is usually the second weekend of September, and then the Tulsa County State Fair, We also demonstrate out there with Salt Fork, which is the blacksmithing club that we belong to. And it's not just a blacksmithing club, it is specifically, it's Salt Fork Artist Craftsman Blacksmith Association is the name of the club. It is an organization here in Oklahoma that is devoted to maintaining and keeping some of the dying arts and crafts from going away, specifically blacksmithing, but also woodworkers, stone carvers, jewelry makers, and not just the beadwork and wire work that I do, but specifically silversmiths, coppersmiths. They have a wide variety of people in different crafts. And so we get the opportunity to demonstrate with many other craftsmen of different types and styles. We also have several people who are involved in in a lot of different events throughout the year that do different demonstrations. It's pretty awesome. People learn so many different things.
Wow, it sounds like a neat organization that someone should get in touch with if they wanted an old-fashioned hobby with a long history.
It's awesome. Salt Fork is an amazing organization, and it is based in Oklahoma, and it is split up by regions. So depending on what part of the country or what part of the state you live in, you would attend a different meeting for that month, which this is the Northeast region and is primarily Blacks. That is the majority of what you're going to see at club meetings. But there is usually, depending on who's hosting it, there's almost always something else going on for this more than blacksmithing.
And thus we have a simple piece. As you see, this is one that is strung all the way through. This is a piece of picture jasper. So we can get that to focus a little bit better. And then it's on silver over copper wire, which is called German style silver wire, with Swarovski clear and I believe it's a dark cyan is the type of red crystal bead that we use.
Well, Mecca, thanks for talking with us about your craft. Remember, boys and girls, summer reading program lasts until July 31st. So thanks for watching today. Everybody stay safe out there.